Okay, awesome. I think we are live. Hopefully we are live. If this is live, I'm not sure if this is live. For people watching later, give me a minute. I'm going to share the link. Oh, hey, yeah, I can see your chat. So we are live. Cool. Hold on, just give me 1 minute. I'm going to share the link. We'll start. Okay, for people watching, just give me one confirmation. If you can see my screen, you can see me, and the audio is proper. Just please type it down. Okay, just be a bit loud. Why not? Increase the settings. Hold on. I think, yeah, that'll do. That should do. Yeah. Um, I'm using OBS after a very long time, 6 months, and so I'm a bit not familiar with how it works. I mean, I don't remember, but we'll manage. It's going good. Everything is good. We'll manage. So let's just wait for 2 minutes. Let more people jump in, and we'll start with the analysis, technicals, and all the stuff. I did increase the volume. It's at max for now. That's the best we can do. Yeah, it's alive. I think I'm gonna save it. So it is kind of recording itself right now. Fine, guys. Just 2 more minutes, and we'll start off with the overall session. Until then, you guys can leave me some questions or anything that you want to type on the chat box, and we'll go through that. Okay, perfect. Topics that we're going to discuss is going to be very simple. We're going to talk about price action. We'll talk about how do you select stocks for intraday, how do you build a watch list, and we're going to do some chart analysis on different stocks, Nifty, Bank Nifty. We go with the flow, anything that comes along. Exactly. Which option is best to trade on expiry? It is in the money or out of the money? For sure, in the money. Um, During expiry, the theta decay is very high, so out of the money is never recommended. How to interpret FIS and DIS data? Just go to Google search for FIS and DIS data, you'll get it. Money Control does that. Where did you learn? I learned under a lot of mentors, online plus offline. Over the past, I've been trading in the market from last 5 years. My learning period was for 2 years, complete 2 years, and that is when I started considering myself an independent trader. Independent? Yeah, we can call that independent. Yeah. Just be a bit loud. Your audio is on the lower side. Through I have a volume 100. That's the mic. I don't have my headsets today. Let me adjust it somewhere here. I think that'll do. Not everyone is on Instagram. I don't know what that means. Thoughts about Monday market? Good question. We're gonna look into it. I have 5k started with 12, 4k wiped out. Bank Nifty now. Where can I kick start again? Listen to me very carefully, Barani. Don't get into market. If you have lost 50% of your capital, do not trade. Paper trade or trade with one quantity. That's all. Don't do options. Just trade in one equity, one quantity, and learn from that. Or else pay a mentor and learn from there. Mentorships are very important. I'm learning new things and trying new things in market, but I feel this is not ending and I feel like I'm not trading seriously. Should I stop or stick to one thing or keep going until I feel right? I can understand. See, what you have to do over here is you're going to make sure that you are trading in the market because that's the only way to progress. If you fail or you succeed, you have to trade. So make sure you trade with so less quantity that even if you fail, it does not matter to you, right? Like trade with one quantity, build that discipline of staying to that one quantity and you'll progress for sure. Can you suggest mics for you guys? Can you suggest some mentors? I personally provide mentorships. You can go to wetradedaily.com and yeah. No, we don't provide trade calls. Okay, now we'll go with the sessions. Okay, how many viewers do we have? Close to 70. I think it's pretty good enough. Very good. Is this disturbing? Like, you know, there's a whitish reflection. Is it disturbing to you guys? I think I can take it out. Yeah, I think that'll do. Yeah, good to go, I guess, because that was disturbing me a bit. Cool. Anyway, so let's start off with the session. Now I'm not going to look at your comments, so kindly um, don't keep on typing because we're going to start the session now and I will look into your comments. I have it on my phone, so it's good enough. So starting with price action, right? Now I understand that when you guys are watching me, there are different people with different levels of understanding, right? Like people here can be, who are watching, people can be on a good level where they understand price action. They can be on a level where they might not even know what price action is. So keeping that in mind, I want to make sure that I'm going very basic with the information so that everybody understands that. Okay. Now, in this session, we're going to talk about stock selection. We're going to talk about basics of price action. How do you look at a chart? What do you see when you open a chart? Okay. Now, for beginners, it is never recommended to trade in any other market like derivatives, commodities, currencies, or any other market out there, crypto, for an example, or foreign exchanges. For beginners, or what do we mean by beginners? People who are trading in the market for the first 1 year, 1.5 years are still considered beginners. So for them, it is always recommended to trade in equity. There are a couple of reasons to that. You might have heard from people that they recommend equity, right? Like I'll tell you why. Because the risk in equity is way lesser than the other markets. The capital that you need is more in equity than other markets, because if you have less capital, you might purchase less quantity, thus less risk. Matches up, right? So understanding that, we're going to have some equity analysis. Can we change the theme to light? It's better to shift your video to the right side of the window. I don't get that. What was that? Okay. Now let's start off with basic analysis of a certain stock. Okay. Now type in one stock name that you want me to analyze, and I'll just pick the common one. I think that'll be fair enough. Just type down one stock name that you want me to analyze, maybe trending or something. Disturbing charts? What do you mean by that? Disturbing charts. That's a lot of stock name, guys. I want to pick a common one. Okay, the first thing I saw was Axis Bank, so let's go with that. We'll look into the other thing, don't worry. Okay, so there's a lot of mess on the chart with my analysis. Now, whenever you look at a certain stock, you have to understand that what is the story behind it. Okay, because every single movement that happens in the price, there's a reason for it. If the price went from, for an example, 630 to 700, there is a reason for it. If the price fell from, let's say, 800 to 600, there is a reason for it. See, we have to understand the story behind the overall moment of the price. Okay, change the quality. I told you I'm not good at OBS, but let me have a look. How do I do that, by the way? Anybody have any idea on how can we do that? We have a lot of time. Advanced settings? No, I don't think so. भूल गए ब्रो, बहुत पहले किए थे, भूल गए. Not sure, bro. Think, yeah, AMD is what my graphic card is. Yeah, Manish, have a look and just leave me a text. No, I'll have a look on your text. Fine. So whenever you look at a chart, you have to understand that there's a lot of things that goes along with that. So that's video bitrate. Let's say we do it. How much we do it? 1200. Yeah. I think that will be it. Okay. Cool. Let's get started. We have wasted a lot of time. Now, whenever we look at a certain chart, we have to understand that what is the story behind the overall thing that goes on in the market. So, if you look at the certain stock, Axis Bank, right now, what do we see? The price went from, I think the dark mode is better. What do we see? The price went from 800 to 700. Now there can be two reasons for that to happen on an overall scenario. The first reason can be because of the market sentiments. Now what do we understand by market sentiments? That is by looking at what's happening in the foreign exchanges. That's by looking at what's happening with the politics. Is there any news that's going on, or crisis like how we had COVID, there was a big drop. So these are some major game pinpoints that we can look at while we are understanding that what can be a reason for the market to crash or fall down. Okay, simple as that. And the second reason can be technicals. Now when it comes to technicals, it can be related to index. Let's say Nifty has reached a highly oversold area, okay, or overbought area where it has gone up a lot. तो उस पे क्या होता है, जब निफ्टी बहुत ज़्यादा ओवरबॉट एरिया में चला जाता है, प्राइस इंक्रीज हो जाता है, देयर विल बी अ correction in the market. Market consolidates or it falls down so that it can continue the rally. Okay, in that process, what happens is the price falls down. Now for a certain stock, the price to fall down, there can be any one of these reasons. Now if you look at Axis Bank on 2-hour time frame, this was the highest point where the market went, and on 2-hour time frame there was a highly bought RSI signal as well. This was the last time the market went high and it gave a dip again. Now how do you draw certain lines like support and resistance or zones or anything related to price action to understand the price movement? For that, we have to understand what is swing high and what is swing low in the market. Okay, just a second guys, stay with me. So it is display capture, properties. We just have one property over here. Oh, I think I took it out. Okay, no, maybe how. Fine, you'll have to manage, no other thing. Go to setting, video icon, then select output resolution. Fine, go to settings, video is turned off. It is on high rate, dude. It's on the highest output. Can't help it. You'll have to manage. Cool, we'll have to manage. I've been using this after a long time, so no other solution. Now, how do you analyze a stock from basics? I told you that you have to understand the story of the stock. Then you'll have to understand how do you draw these tools that comes along in price action. अभी देखो, अभी इंडिकेटर्स की बात करें तो इंडिकेटर्स में आपको बहुत सारे मिल जाते हैं, जैसे RSI है, MACD है, सुपर ट्रेंड है. ये सब क्या करते हैं, दे गिव यू सर्टेन डेटा. सुपर ट्रेंड विल हेल्प यू दैट बहुत सारा मोमेंटम कहाँ पे आ रहा है. RSI will help you that is the price overbought or oversold, and there can be chances for the price to go much higher or fall much lower. So each indicator has an objective that we have to understand. Now when it comes to price action, it also has an objective. Now अगर इस certain chart में हम draw करना चाहते हैं, then how do we do it? By looking at swing highs and swing lows. Now what is a swing high? The certain trend, market में जो trend चलता है वो two types में divided होता है. Okay, the first type is called a run, the second type is called a pullback, or it's also called a retracement. So over here the market gave you a run, simple as that. The market gave you a pullback, simple as that. The market again gave you a run. So we have a run, we have a pullback, we have another run, we have a pullback. That's kind of flat market area, and then the market turned into a downtrend. How did it turn into a downtrend? इधर आप देख सकते हो, there's a breakout. What do we call this? It's a simple cut breakout where the price give you some touches on the trend line and there's a breakout. Now अगर कोई ट्रेंड चेंज होता है, अप ट्रेंड से डाउन ट्रेंड में कन्वर्ट होता है, then the run and pullback changes as well. So down trend में this is a run, that's a pullback. Okay, uptrend will become pullback. Now that's a mini run, there's a pullback. Now the question is, has this trend converted into a uptrend from downtrend? We can find that out as well. Let's take that out. So to find that out कि ट्रेंड रन में है, पुलबैक में है, अप ट्रेंड में है, डाउन ट्रेंड में है, वी यूज प्राइस एक्शन. वी ऑल्सो यूज प्राइस एक्शन टू फाइंड कि is it at a support zone where the price can go higher, or is it at a resistance zone so that the price can fall much lower in the market. For that we will understand swing highs and swing lows. Over here market gave us a high, run, pullback. ये क्या हो गया, ये हमारा swing high हो गया मार्केट का. second swing high, third swing high. So whenever there is a top that is made, that becomes your swing high. Okay, one more here, one more here, one more here. Now swing low is also very similar. मार्केट ने एक डाउन ट्रेंड दिया, रिवर्सल ले लिया, ये क्या हो गया आपका स्विंग लो हो गया मार्केट का, ये स्विंग लो हो गया मार्केट का, ये स्विंग लो हो गया मार्केट का, swing low multiple. In a running trend also, this becomes your swing low in the market. Over here also it becomes your swing low in the market, just like that. So swing highs and swing lows are the major raw materials, raw components for you to draw your analysis, no matter it is trend lines, no matter it is support resistance. Okay, simple as that. Remove. Let me read your chart. What are you guys saying? Okay, now how do we draw these? See, basics से समझते हैं. I'll try to speak in English, I'll try to speak in Hindi. Basics से समझते हैं. हमारे पास बहुत टाइम है, हमारा 1 घंटे का सेशन है, so don't worry on that. Now the top part where the price gave you a reversal becomes a level in the market. Okay, so that's a level. Now go lower, another level in the market. Go much lower, another level in the market. और नीचे जाएंगे तो this becomes another level. I'll tell you how we are drawing it also. This becomes another level. Lower end, that's a level. Now how do we draw these levels? Basics पे बहुत ध्यान दीजिएगा. Basics is the most critical thing that you have to understand. ये बहुत technical बातें, बहुत सारे technical indicators, Bollinger bands, cloud, doji cloud, बहुत कुछ है ऐसे. You don't have to break your head. Okay. Please explain a bit about today's Bank Nifty run. Yes, we will get into it in the Q&A section. So basics पे बहुत ध्यान दीजिएगा. You will understand the markets way better than people who are using a lot of indicators, and I mean it. Okay, over here हमने एक ऐसे ड्रॉ किया, ये समझते हैं. पहले हमारा हाई बना तो हमने हाई को कंसिडर करके एक टच, बिकॉज वो हाईएस्ट पॉइंट है, तो हमने एक लेवल बना दिया. सपोर्ट लेवल, रेसिस्टेंस लेवल को साइड में रखिए, खाली लेवल बना दिया. अभी नीचे दिस इज योर फर्स्ट टच ओवर हियर. आई होप यू आर एबल टू सी दैट. So that's your first touch, and then that's your second touch in the market. ये भी एक टच है. I just don't want to confuse you that ये एक ब्रेकआउट है, ब्रेकआउट के बाद ये पुल बैक है, पुल बैक का टच है ये. ठीक है, वो थोड़ा आगे का कॉन्सेप्ट हो गया. तो ये हमारा एक और लेवल बन गया इधर, क्योंकि दो टचेस मिल रहे हैं. नीचे देयर इज योर फर्स्ट टच, देयर इज योर सेकंड टच, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ. प्रैक्टिकली टच नहीं हो रहा है, बट एज सून एज द प्राइस केम देयर वाज अ बुलिश मूव, सो वी आर गोना कंसीडर द फैक्ट. ओके, तो वी हैव अ कपल ऑफ टचेस हियर, तो वो हमारा एक लेवल बन गया. नीचे की बात करें तो ये एक पहला टच है आपका, और इधर एक मल्टीपल पुल बैक टचेस भी बन रहा है, इधर एक सपोर्ट टच भी बन रहा है, वो एक लेवल बन गया. नीचे की बात करें तो ये लास्ट लेवल है हमारा, इधर एक 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 टचेस इधर भी बन गया. तो मल्टीपल स्विंग हाइज, मल्टीपल स्विंग लोस गिव यू लेवल्स इन द मार्केट. उतना ही समझना है, बाकी कुछ नहीं करना है. लेवल समझ लिया, उसको दो तरह की, दो डिविजन्स में डिवाइड कर लीजिएगा. पहला हो गया सपोर्ट, पहला हो गया रेजिस्टेंस. नाउ हाउ डू वी डिवाइड दैट? ओके, नाउ लेवल्स बनाने के बाद अगर प्राइस लेवल के ऊपर ट्रेड हो रहा है तो वो लेवल आपका सपोर्ट बन जाएगा. दैट्स ऑल. प्राइस अगर आपके लेवल से ऊपर ट्रेड कर रहा है या ऊपर चल रहा है तो वो आपका क्या हो गया? सपोर्ट हो गया. Now, if the price is trading below your level, just like this example, this is your level, the price is trading below your level, that becomes your resistance in the market. Okay, simple as that. So, ये बात understand करते हुए, we're going to look at the overall scenario right now. तो ये आपका क्या हो गया? Resistance हो गया. ये आपका resistance हो गया. प्राइस ऊपर ट्रेड कर रहा है, सपोर्ट हो गया, सपोर्ट हो गया. जो भी इसके नीचे आता है सपोर्ट हो गया. लेवल इज अ लेवल. प्राइस कहाँ पे ट्रेड हो रहा है उससे आप सपोर्ट या रेसिस्टेंस को जज कर सकते हैं. ओके, सिंपल एज दैट. विल दिस सेशन बी इन रीच फॉर अस इन द फ्यूचर फॉर रेफरेंस? यस, फॉर श्योर, इट बी सेव्ड. हमने फर्स्ट 15 मिनट सेटिंग्स को ये वो टाइम वेस्ट कर दिया, सो इट इज़ नॉट वेरी प्लेजेंट टू वॉच, बट इट्स फाइन, नो प्रॉब्लम. तो ये आपका लेवल की बात हो गया. नाउ वी विल मूव ऑन टू trend lines in the market. Okay, so I'll remove all this. Just like how you did support, resistance, levels, we're going to do trend lines. Now trend lines are a bit dynamic than your support resistance lines, because we are going to look at multiple swing highs at different levels at different time. So there's your first swing high, there's your second swing high. So I'm just going to connect it. That's all. That's my first touch. That's my second touch. As soon as the market came near my third touch, there was a pushback. There was a pullback. Now, why did that happen? After a run, touch, pullback, run, touch, pullback. Why did that happen? That is because price हमारे ट्रेंड लाइन से नीचे ट्रेड हो रहा है. जब प्राइस नीचे ट्रेड होता है तो ट्रेंड लाइन क्या बन जाता है? रेसिस्टेंस ट्रेंड लाइन बन जाता है. अगर प्राइस ट्रेंड लाइन के ऊपर ट्रेड हो रहा है तो सपोर्ट ट्रेंड लाइन बन जाता है, जस्ट लाइक दिस सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस दैट वी डिस्कस्ड. सो now the question is, I think I didn't discuss about this, what does support and resistance do? Support pushes the price higher, resistance pushes the price lower. That's all. प्राइस अगर सपोर्ट के पास आता है तो बुलिशनेस दिखेगा, प्राइस अगर रेसिस्टेंस के पास आता है तो बियरिशनेस दिखेगा. Over here the price came close to your resistance and the market fell. Again the price came close to your resistance, the market fell. Now the price has given you a breakout from your level. और ये बात ध्यान से सुनिएगा, बिकॉज ये एक अपॉर्चुनिटी, मान लो अपॉर्चुनिटी बन सकता है आपके ट्रेडिंग के लिए. अभी जो प्राइस है एक्सिस बैंक का, वो एक लेवल, एक जोन में ट्रेड कर रहा था, डायनेमिक जोन में, जो ट्रेंड लाइन बता रहा है उससे ब्रेकआउट दे चुका है. ठीक है, उससे ब्रेकआउट दे चुका है. दिस इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर स्विंग ट्रेडिंग का एक अपॉर्चुनिटी इधर बन रहा है. वो कैसे? अगर प्राइस नीचे आता है, इफ इट कम्स डाउन टू दिस रेड लाइन दैट आई हैव ड्रॉन, द प्राइस इज 790, दैट इज अ बाय जोन for the price to act as support in the market. So what we're going to do is, just a second guys, I'm just going to put my phone on silent. So what we're going to do is we're going to understand the concept of a pullback. Price इधर pullback देगा, then ये जो लेवल पहले रेसिस्टेंस की तरह काम कर रहा था, इट विल स्टार्ट एक्टिंग एज ए सपोर्ट. ओके, एज सून एज देयर इज अ ब्रेकआउट, व्हाट हैज हैपेंड, द प्राइस हैज गॉन अबव योर सर्टेन level, right? So if the price is above a certain level, then what happens to this level? It becomes support. पहले वो resistance था. So as soon as it comes here, you're gonna have a pullback and the market can go much higher from there. So I'm expecting, if the price falls down here, बहुत strong trend line से breakout है from February, so we can at least expect a target till 6% in the market. That's huge. 6% is huge, and your next level will be over here. So your stop loss is 3%. So it's a 1:2 trade. Take a note of it. Okay, this is actual analysis that we're doing. So कल के दिन अगर 720 तक प्राइस ड्रॉप होता है एक्सिस बैंक का, we can go ahead with swing and carry forward a position for 6% in the market. So how do 6%? Over here, 45.6% swing trade opportunity. एंड लोअर एंड की बात करें तो 3% तक हम रिस्क कर सकते हैं ट्रेड में. सो इट्स 1:1 गुड RR रेशियो ट्रेड दैट वी कैन गो विद. ये नेक्स्ट वीक का सेटअप आपका बन गया. नाउ हाउ डिड वी डू ऑल दिस? अंडरस्टैंड, हाउ डिड वी डू ऑल दिस? सिंपल प्राइस एक्शन, दैट्स ऑल. वी जस्ट लुक्ड कि प्राइस कहाँ पे ब्रेकआउट दे रहा है, कैसे पुल बैक देगा, पुल बैक का कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है और प्राइस एक्शन का कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है. वी गॉट अ सेटअप. इट इज दैट सिंपल. Now I cannot teach you the whole price action right away, so I have a course. I'm sure you guys know about it. You can go and for sure learn from there. How do we know if the price is gonna break the trend line? By looking at it. If it breaks, then you get to know if that it has broken. And answering your question properly, you don't enter into a breakout right when it breaks. You have to wait for a pullback. So as soon as it breaks, just like this example, we're going to wait for a pullback and then we're going to enter into that trade. सिमिलरली शॉर्ट करने की बात करें, अगर प्राइस इधर आ रहा है तो हमको कैसे पता चलेगा दैट इट विल ब्रेक इट नॉट? दैट इज बाय लुकिंग एट द कैंडल स्टिक. अगर प्राइस इधर आके आपको एक bearish candlestick pattern देगा, that is a confirmation, like bearish engulfing pattern or multiple doji candles, एक doji candle नहीं, multiple doji candle at that point, or by looking at a very strong zone. See over here we have a strong zone, right? ये confirmation हो गया. So these are multiple confirmations that we can look at to confirm a certain trade. If a second candle from breakout touches the trend line and closes above it, is it retest success, or is there another thing that you have to look at? That's a very good question, Ravi. Just like this example, okay, look carefully here. We have a second candle that touches, or it has given a pullback. Now these kinds of smaller pullbacks are for shorter trades. Day trading हो सकता है, swing trading नहीं हो सकता. Swing trading के लिए आपको एक लंबा pullback चाहिए. Okay, shorter pullbacks, shorter trades. Longer pullbacks, longer trades. Bigger breakouts, bigger trades. Shorter breakouts, shorter trades. Similarly with time frame, higher time frame analysis, longer trades. Shorter time frame analysis, smaller trades. What if it doesn't give a pullback like India Bulls housing yesterday? Then don't trade in it if it doesn't give pullbacks. Stocks तो बहुत है choose करने के लिए. Some do not give retracement. Yes, some do not give retracement. Those kind of trades we can't help it out. Opportunity miss हो गया तो miss हो गया. You'll have to let it go. What if it doesn't give a pullback like India Bulls? Okay, I read that. That can be breakout too, but it failed. Best time frame for intraday and swing. For swing, it is multi-time frame, 4 hours, 1 hour to call your decision, 30 minutes is also good to call your decision. And for day trading, 15 minutes and 5 minutes is good enough. And if you want to do options trading, you should go even more lower, like in 3 minutes and 1 minute. Right? Now, I'm going to look at your chart. Okay? I'm going to ask me questions related to whatever we have discussed now. ठीक है? बेसिक्स की बात करते हैं. अभी बहुत टाइम है. आई एम नॉट रनिंग अवे, यू आर नॉट रनिंग अवे. सेशंस तो है, इंटरनेट है, बिजली है, सब है. तो everything will be slow and steady. सब कुछ एक ही दिन में सीखने का है ऐसा. Don't have that in mind. You have to stay calm. You have to go very slow. So ask me your questions related to whatever we have discussed right now, and then we'll move on to further concepts. And yes, kindly like the video. We are not active on YouTube, but I would appreciate that. If you're enjoying it, kindly like the video, and we'll move on. Books related to technical analysis, everything is shared on the channel. Just keep checking the pinned messages. You will find the materials. Explain the difference between doji and hammer candles. Good question. We'll talk about it. See, the difference is very simple. Doji just determines that market का condition क्या है. Is market in a trend or market in a flat market basically. तो मान लो एक uptrend चल रहा है. Uptrend में अगर doji आता है तो it tells us that the uptrend is coming to an end. Not, it doesn't prove that it end होगा ही आज के दिन. It might tell us that the steam that the buyers are carrying with them has come to an end. There can be a reversal. Just like that, hammer candle is also acting as your doji candle, but it shows you the bearish end of it. It gives you a bit more of the bearish side that reversal can come down. How to do basics drawing like trend lines. Akshay, that is exactly what we discussed right now. आप पीछे जाके देख सकते हैं. EMA for intraday, it is 21 EMA for day trading, 50 EMA for swing trading. 9 EMA पे मत जाइए. बहुत लोग 9 EMA पे बात करते हैं, but it is for scalping, pure scalping. आप trading decisions, day trading decisions नहीं लिख सकते 9 EMA पे. If you do, सारा capital उठ जाएगा. Do you teach from basics in your course, like right from the basics? Yes. On the bootcamp, we do it from basics. On chart, EMA has crossed 2 times. Say something about the cross. I'm gonna tell you something important. EMA दो तरह के होते हैं. जस्ट ईमा स्ट्रैटेजी करके कुछ होता है, वो बहुत कॉमन है, बहुत कॉमन है वो. जिसमें क्या होता है, एक ईमा दूसरे ईमा को ऐसे कट करता है, दूसरा ईमा इस तरह कट करता है. द शॉर्टर ईमा कट्स द लॉन्गर ईमा. ऑब्जेक्टिव समझते हैं हम का, बस विल नॉट लुक एट द आउटकम. On a shorter trend, it cuts and it tells us that the trend has turned bullish over here, the trend has turned bearish over here, but it does not work like that. You cannot take your trading decisions if two lines cut each other and they are just the average of last few trading days. It's just the average number. This line is not a miracle. Your decision making skill set is a miracle. Concentrate on that. Don't go with all these small strategies that will not lead you anywhere. Why do you like price action more? Because price action has made me more money than trading in indicators. Simple as that. Is option in options, when I have placed the SLM and trying to put a target, it is getting rejected. SLM is for stop loss after placing an order, and for target you have to choose limit order. अगर रिजेक्ट हो रहा है इसका मतलब आपके डीमैट में इतने ज़्यादा फंड्स नहीं है कि आप 2 ऑर्डर एक साथ फीड इन कर सकते हो. तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा कैपिटल आप एक्सेस में रखिए ताकि वो एक्टिवेट हो जाए, एंड इट कैन बी डन. In uptrend, stocks generally take support on 20 EMA on daily time frame. Can be used for swing. For swing 50 EMA, day trading 20 EMA. Perfect. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the analysis, the main concepts on how do you choose stocks in the market. The basket of these golden stocks. I'm going to stop reading your comments, so you don't type, don't waste your energy. Now, how do we choose stocks? There are multiple ways, okay? A lot of people use different types. What are these multiple ways? एक ऐसे करते हैं that some people do this, that they go on to NSE site, we have it here on, they go to market data, they go to equity or small market, small cap market over here. Other than that, there has to be, you know, top gainers and top losers. वो old site पे था, ये कहाँ पे नहीं कर दिया इन्होंने पता नहीं. कोई नहीं, you can go to equity. I think equity में show होगा. Yeah, equity में show हो रहा है. So over here you have these gainers. Just change this, click on that. Gainers और losers का top list आपको मिल जाएगा. So you can go with that. Okay, top gainer में कौन से stocks है उस पर आप देख सकते हो. कोई setup है तो trade करेंगे, नहीं तो आप next और next जा सकते हैं. But that is not something I follow. ये बहुत basic है, बहुत basic लोग करते हैं, beginners करते हैं, और this is not a good way. Because why it is not a good way? Opportunities नहीं मिलता. Now I'll tell you the best method on how to choose stocks. Pay attention, like the video, and we'll carry on with that. Now you have to build something called a watch list. Now what is a watch list? Watch list is a list of stocks that you're looking at every single day or occasionally, and you only trade in them. आप randomly जाके कोई stock में trade नहीं कर रहे, आप सिर्फ watch list वाले stocks में trade कर रहे. कैसे बनाते हैं? Now multiple ways है, but मेरा favorite and what I follow more is looking at the certain price of a stock. अभी स्टॉक मार्केट में बहुत सारे स्टॉक्स है विद डिफरेंट प्राइस रेंज. आप जिस स्टॉक में ट्रेड करना चाहते हो वो और आपका कैपिटल साइज को रिलेट करता है. अगर आपका हायर कैपिटल साइज है तो आप हायर अमाउंट, हायर वैल्यू वाले स्टॉक्स में ट्रेड करोगे, प्राइस रेंज वाले स्टॉक्स में, तो आपका मैच सेट हो सकता है. यू कैन मैच विद द प्राइस ऑफ दैट हाई वैल्यूड स्टॉक. But if you're trading with a smaller amount and you're going with high value stocks like MRF or Asian Paints or Reliance also, 2000 is a bit high, then it will not match very well. So what you need to do, capital size के हिसाब से you have to figure out the stocks, rearrange the stocks that fit in it. For me, on a budget of 5 yen, not for me, for generally अगर मैं बताऊँ तो 5 लाख के बजट में 200 से लेके मान लो 700 तक आप ट्रेड कर सकते हो. वो मेरा कैटेगरी है. मैं 200 वर्थ वाले स्टॉक्स में और 700 वर्थ वाले स्टॉक्स में ट्रेड करता हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे कैपिटल को सूट करता है। अगर आपका कैपिटल 1 लाख से नीचे है तो आप 200-300 वाले स्टॉक्स में ही ट्रेड करना है आपको, स्विंग ट्रेडिंग हो, डे ट्रेडिंग हो, उससे ज़्यादा आपको जाना नहीं है। ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं जा सकते, बट आई वुड नॉट रिकमेंड दैट यू ट्रेड इन अ हायर वैल्यू स्टॉक, because the position sizing does not match very well, and the returns also doesn't match very well. So it is always recommended to stay lower if you have low capital size. If your capital size is above a lakh, then you can increase it to 200 to 300, 400 you can go. If it is 5L, close to 5L, then 200 to 700 is a good range. 600, 700 is a good range. Now कैसे बनाते हैं? Go to NSE site. Over here you have equity data, equity market. Click on that, you will get a list of stocks which are there in equity. Now you have an option called Nifty 50, Next 50, mid cap, so on. So Nifty 50 or Next 50 is the category, the playground where you can play around with. So go to Nifty 50. ये सारे stocks जो है उसमें जो price range है, उस price range वाले नाम निकाल लीजिए, अपने ट्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म में जाइए, एक लिस्ट बना दीजिए, बस, that's all. So if you look at my stocks, this is my watch list, 300, 600. This was low, it has increased recently, 600, 700, 200. Most of them are into the price range that I trade in. So you can do that. Go to NSE site, watch all the stocks, नीचे तक जाइए. अगर स्टॉक लिस्ट हो गया फिर भी आपको अच्छे स्टॉक्स नहीं मिले, then go on to Nifty next 50, a very good list to trade in, not a problem at all. वोलेटिलिटी है, लिक्विडिटी है, नो प्रॉब्लम. सो अगेन 200 वाले स्टॉक्स से लेके 600 वाले, 700 वाले स्टॉक्स तक लिस्ट बना के अपने ट्रेडिंग टर्मिनल में डाल के लुक एट इट एवरी सिंगल डे. दैट्स हाउ यू फाइंड गुड स्टॉक्स. यू विल हैव टू वर्क ऑन इट. हाउ डू वी लुक एट इट? जस्ट गो टू द स्टॉक, ओपन इट इन 1 hour टाइम फ्रेम, और 1 hour टाइम फ्रेम पे आपको सिर्फ ये देखना है कि price, is it at a range, is it at a level, is it at a support resistant point where you can see a reaction. Now price fell down, ठीक है, it fell down and it touched my demand zone, support zone. This is a trading opportunity for me. Then I will go to intraday, I'll go to 15 minutes time frame, I'll go to 5 minutes time frame. मैं analyze करूँगा कि is there a possible entry point for me to get into this trade, and go on with that. Now let's go to Tata Consume here. See, I have marked here support है, support है, support है. The price fell down to my support. ये मेरा ट्रेडिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी बन गया. Now इधर क्या हुआ? इधर एक ब्रेकआउट बन रहा है, ठीक है, ब्रेकआउट बन रहा है. प्राइस इज नियर माई पॉइंट, रेसिस्टेंट पॉइंट, क्योंकि ब्रेकआउट के बाद ये पुल बैक हो गया. ट्रेडिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी. मदरसन में I have not marked much here. Let's go to the next stock. NMDC में there was some markings here. Recently I have marked, I think this, yes, recently. और इधर एक अपॉर्चुनिटी बन रहा था. The price fell down, so out of the league. ICICI. इधर एक अपॉर्चुनिटी बन रहा है. Price came near to our demand zone, that becomes an opportunity. The price was near our trend line, becomes an opportunity. So you have to find, it's all price action. You know, you're not using anything here. RSI हम use नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम just naked view कर रहे हैं कि क्या हो रहा है, price कदर चल रहा है. And trust me, this is the best method to choose stocks, to trade in stocks in the live market. So make a list, draw your analysis on it, wait, just sit down and wait for the perfect time, for the perfect opportunity, and strike hard on it. That's the way you choose stocks for day trading. And for swing trading also, it's the same method. How to select stocks for swing? Literally the same method. The only difference is you need a much more stronger support zones or resistance zones or pattern breakouts or something on the list that you have made. Indices after individual stock movements. I'm not sure what the question is, but if you're asking me that should you look at index like Nifty 50, Bank Nifty to trade in stocks, yes, you have to. Of course, individual stocks affect. Oh yeah, how to select stocks for swing trading, already answered. So yeah, with these being said, these are the multiple different ways of looking at a market to choose a certain stock. Okay, now we're gonna do a technical session. So drop in the stock names that you want me to analyze, and we'll move with that. Yeah, price action would include many things. It's just one of them. Exactly. This is only stock selection. I'm not talking about stock trading. That's a whole lot of different thing. Now if I sit, it'll take me a lot of 12 hours, 16 hours to complete everything. Okay. हायर टाइम फ्रेम पे हमने ये देखा दैट रिसेंटली एक लेवल है, ये एक जोन बन रहा है बिकॉज फर्स्ट टच ब्रेकआउट मल्टीपल टचेस, सो इट्स स्ट्रॉन्ग जोन. Again over here price touched, fell down, price is almost close to that, and ये बहुत quick moments है, they are very sharp moments to look at. So we can expect, okay, I'll not give a judgment right away, let me have some time here. This is a good breakout, it's a good breakout. Right, so if you look at HDFC Bank on 1 hour time frame, we see that ये trend line downtrend pattern में move हो रहा था, and we have a breakout from a downtrend pattern, and the price is near a distribution zone, near a resistance zone, so it will respect that obviously. So I'm expecting the price to give us some consolidation at this point, and I'm expecting the market to fall from there. So the range from this level to at least the next 1.5% over here is going to be a distribution zone. Okay, so this range is going to be a distribution zone, and we can expect the price to rotate around here and then fall so that it can continue the uptrend. Okay, we can expect a pullback at this point. That's the way you look at a certain stock in the live market. Adani Power, okay. If you select stocks within Nifty 50, should analyze Nifty 50 charts also? Exactly. Like, yeah, if you are trading in Nifty 50, look at Nifty also. Like, अगर Nifty bullish दे रहा है, bullish market दे रहा है, bullish breakout दे रहा है, then look for stocks to buy. Bullish breakout पे आप bearish stocks मत ढूंढिएगा. Simple mindset, simple logic रखना है, complicated नहीं बनाना है. Okay, we make the things complicated. Market बहुत simple तरीके से चलता है. What is demand zone and distribution zone? How can we identify that? Demand zone support, distribution zone resistance. Simple as that. Kindly don't resend it. ऐसा मत करिए. That everybody type. Why are we not looking at the volumes? We should look at volumes. अभी मैंने नहीं देखा, but we should look at the volumes. Okay, I think there was a stock, Adani Power. Yeah, let's have a look. मैं ये टिप्स के लिए नहीं कर रहा हूँ आपको. आई एम नॉट टेलिंग यू दैट कोई कुछ बाय करो, ये करो. लाइव मार्केट में या ऑफलाइन मार्केट में स्टॉक्स को कैसे देखते हैं, कैसे एनालाइज करते हैं, माइंडसेट क्या रखना है, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. So on 4 hour time frame we see, scroll to this. So these are the levels, okay, for Adani. You can take a note of it or write down or just watch the video later. Currently the market for Adani is in an uptrend. Why we tell it's an uptrend? Because overall भी uptrend है और ये trend line को भी follow कर रहा है. तो unless and until this trend line breaks, we cannot expect a very big fall move in Adani unless कोई outside news हो, company से related या fundamental news कुछ हो. ऐसा जो fall हुआ है 20% का fall, इस तरीके का fall we cannot expect unless this trend line breaks. और ये हमारा सपोर्ट लेवल्स पे बन रहा है. So the stock is trying to consolidate in this area. I'm gonna mark that area for you. In this area the stock is trying to consolidate. So इसके ऊपर ही अगर ये ऊपर का breakout देगा like this, you can plan your buy trades. अगर ये नीचे का breakout देगा, then you can plan your sell trades. Okay, simple as that. बाप रे इतने सारे questions. um, how do we draw trend line or any pattern wick? That's a very long analysis. We'll keep it for some other day. If trend line breaks, there can be another trend line with the lesser scope, isn't it? If trend line breaks, there can be another trend line. Uptrend, okay, my bad. Yeah, if trend line resistant trend line breaks, तो uptrend ही होगा. Happiest mind, sure, we'll have a look. And if I'm not reading your chart, please don't get angry on me. We will definitely do it. If we get a margin of 200 for a stock and capital is 10k, should we go with that? Equity 200 is per share that you're saying the margin. I don't see any reason why not to. Risk management अच्छा है, then yeah, sure, we can go with that. Indicator based stock finding, I don't do indicator based stock finding and I don't believe in it. Indicator has costed me a lot of money. I've lost a lot of couple of lakhs. So I don't believe in that. Price action is what is working out and I'm happy to use it. Okay, what is this stock? Fine, we'll have a look at this. This kind of looks good. There's a lot that's happening here. You will understand. देखिए पहली बात तो क्या है, हायर टाइम फ्रेम पे हम स्टॉक को देखते हैं. ठीक है, देखने के बाद हमें क्या दिखता है? हमें ट्रेंड दिखता है, हमें अप ट्रेंड डाउन ट्रेंड स्विंग हाई स्विंग लोज दिखता है और पैटर्न्स दिखता है. Over here we have an inverse head and shoulder pattern that has already happened, to be specific here. So if you look at the pattern tool, we can say that's your inverse head and shoulder pattern, right? Pretty good. So that becomes your neckline. There's a neckline break, push, higher push in the market. So price action breakouts, pattern breakouts is one of the best. You can go with triangle breakouts, head and shoulder breakouts. They're very good. So now look closely. Why am I not considering this certain move in the market? Because it's a very high volatile move, or technical wise I would look at trend lines that has multiple swing highs. So that's your first swing high, second swing high, third, fourth, multiple, fifth rejection, breakout, retracement and a up move. Simple as that. अभी up move कहाँ तक होगा? अगर ये जानना है, टारगेट तो सेट करना है ना ट्रेड का, तो वो जानने के लिए नेक्स्ट जोन ऊपर का, ये हमारा नेक्स्ट जोन बन गया. तो एज सुन एज देयर इज अ टच, रिजेक्शन आ रहा है. तो अनलेस एंड अंटिल द मार्केट gives us a breakout here this way, if that happens we can expect the market to go till here, can expect it to go till there. But if it doesn't happen, इधर थोड़ी देर के लिए, let's say one day को consolidate करता है, then we can expect the market to consolidate much lower and then give us a breakout. If not, it's gonna fall from there. So this initially has to be your first target. Yes, we'll look at volumes. I mean margin. I still don't understand what the margin question is. Oro pharma के लिए क्या view है? We'll look into it. Pivot points is, yes, pivot points is something that I personally use as an indicator. Again, कोई भी indicator हो, उसका एक objective होता है. वो objective आपको समझना चाहिए, then it's all good to go. Which pattern is best for long-term investing? All the patterns are good for long-term investing. Perfect. So I think we can close with the questions. If I missed few of your comments, few of your chart, forgive me. And we'll definitely cover it in the next session. Okay, perfect. Before you leave, before आप लोग भाग जाओ इधर से, let me ask you something. Okay, did you guys enjoy the session? Did you get to learn something new? I would appreciate if you would type it in. So did you guys enjoy the session, or like did you understand what we all discussed? Did it add value? You learned something new? Kindly type yes, uh, and I would be happy to see that. Also let us know what topics. I'm looking for topics also. Okay, perfect, amazing guys. So we'll look into the next session maybe next week whenever we find time, and we're good to go. Have fun. Awesome. So have a great evening, stay safe, and bye bye.